They don't think you could do it, but tell you to try when they talk. All I hope had to keep it alive. Spend a day in the Bronx, but you wouldn't survive. Can be low when I pop out, they know I've arrived. I go have conversations with Zoe. He gon' tell me pull up and come say what you know. I've been up, I can count all them days in a row. We don't say what we do, we be making the show. They say I'll be
the voice of the Bronx. We have Bronx Land with the guys that are out here. Can I get a
yeah? Leave them all right where they at. Try to diss me, I bet I don't even react. Put a show on, I bet you somebody gon' I pick me a book up and drink me some water, invest in the stock. All them kids on me back.
I try not to walk things back. If I said it, I said it. You know what I mean? But if you my friend and you my mans, I'm not gonna play you for the sake of the situation. You feel me? That's some sucker shit. You feel me? And you support sucker shit, I make you a sucker too. Feel me? We ready to go? Yeah, all right. Peace and love, bro. Welcome to another episode of Conversation with Zoe. Man, it's been a crazy summer. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, tap in with your boy. Man, summer took a turn for the better. You know, ended up moving, got a new apartment. Boys got their own room. So summer I had it mapped out in my head. Hasn't gone accordingly, you could say, but I'm still super grateful, man. I'm grateful that my family's in a good position. Now just reworking, restructuring the routine of not being as close to the studio, but, you know, still scheduling. You're going to see a lot of heat coming. But today, you know, I'm going to walk you guys through some topics. And we're going to start with summer. You know what I'm saying? Got my Pacifico right here. A lot of people ain't having the summer they planned. And I'm very fortunate that mine is more on the positive side. But a lot of people, money ain't right, pockets ain't right, promises. And people outside miserable. People outside lashing out at other people, being nasty, fighting, jumping people. Like, it's nasty outside right now. And I'm not going to directly point out any borough, but New York City as a whole is just, for certain places, certain people vibrating at a certain frequency, the pieces ain't hitting for a lot of people. So definitely stay safe out there. Like, you know, it's okay to walk away from arguments. It's okay to stay home. It's okay to switch up the settings and watch people. Like, take a break from some people. You know, maybe this summer is whack and it's hot, and maybe you just got to work on yourself and take a break from some people, because, you know, people are just, they not leading anybody nowhere productive. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm seeing that, you know, I'm working summer school. Summer school is super draining, man. Like, I feel like I'm working harder than when I'm in regular school. So I will say this, man, to all the kids in New York City in summer school, you got to take the opportunity serious. You need your credit. Feel me? You can't be going to summer school to cut class and not go and all that. You're looking crazy out here, you feel me? And the parents got to parent. And I'm not here to question nobody's parenting skills, but I'm really trying to wrap my mind around the whole concept of, like, I guess, losing control of your kid. Like, these parents have zero control of their child, and their child is running the streets. They're running their whole life. They still fly, and somehow, way of another, like, they're expecting the school. Like, we got to do all the parenting and all the legwork, and that's not how it works. Like, parents and the school administration and teachers, we're all a team. Right? And the main goal is for all of us to help raise, build, help get your child to the level to achieve success. So in our case, high school, we get your kid college ready, or ready for a career, or ready for whatever it is he or she wants to do, right? But you got to play your role in that. You feel me? Like, everything can't be that the school, like, but the parent got no control. So it's like, you got to meet us halfway on that. Feel me? So I think this year I'm going to definitely try to my best to have more positive encounters with parents, positive phone calls, PTA meetings, things of that nature, because we only seeing each other on bad terms. It's like, you know, that person that you only bump into at funerals, you know, only when something negative or something bad happens. It's like, that's how I feel about sometimes with parents. Like, we only see each other when things ain't so good. You know what I'm saying? When things ain't going right, or something negative happened, or we got a negative phone call for you. So definitely going to do my part in working on that. Boom. losing friends. That's part of what I said earlier about taking break from people. It gets to a point in life where we have a difference of opinion. We may have a different lifestyle. What you may see value in spending your money on, I may not. And it's just about respectfully growing apart or together, or changing our mindset around things, right? And that leads me to the hood mentality. You know, many times that hood mentality, you don't know you have it, and you've indoctrinated it, and that you live by it until you start to hang out in other circles and different places around different people. And I'm still a hood booger in a sense. You know, I'm from the Bronx, so certain things I don't want to leave me because I want to stay on point and not lose touch with certain things. But there's certain things that we have to outgrow, you know, and then we have to be better at. You know, I can disagree with you and still have respect for you. You know what I mean? I don't have to think you're the scum of the earth because I disagree with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to say things about you and then have to apologize later on because I was in the heat of the moment and I was emotional. And this is more universal, but I'm talking to the trenches. I'm talking to my community. I'm talking to the hood. Like, we can disagree and respect each other. We can practice conflict resolution. Like, I don't have to hit you to show you I'm upset with you. Feel me? I could walk away from you and be like, damn, he's tight. You don't want to talk no more. My silence could tell you a lot, right? And many times in the hood, we gaslight a lot. You know what I'm saying? We hype a lot of things up. And people end up doing things because people don't want to be the bigger person. People want to throw fire. People want to throw lighter fuel on the fire. Yo, you want him to talk to you like that? Yo, you heard what he said? Yo, hit him. Yo. And it's like, you end up crashing out and doing bad on the run, locked up, people not putting money in your books, people not sending you no JPay, people not doing right by you at all, right? All because somebody wanted to see you crash out. Like, that was really entertaining for bro. You know what I'm saying? Or sis, because these girls, they at it too. That was so entertaining for them to see you do something that's besides yourself. And now you got to deal with the consequences of that. So we got to stop situations and stop letting people crash out, because none of them people that are hyping you up to do wrong and do the person dirty are going to help you when your back is against the wall. It's going to be quiet for you. And what are you going to do then? Right? So I know sometimes it's funny. Sometimes, you know, when you play back the story and we get so animated, yo, he's, I mean, but then it comes to a point in time where it's like, we only promoting more violence in our community. You feel me? And all it takes is somebody to hit the curb or hit the side of the sidewalk or the mailbox or the gate or the brick or whatever, the scaffolding, and catch a seizure or maybe die. Now you got attempt murder or something like that. Like, it's wicked how fast things could change. You feel me? And how 5 minutes could cost you 5 years. 10 seconds could cost you 10 years. 20 seconds could cost you 20 years. You know what I mean? So we got to think things through a little bit. You know what I mean? Because it's not good and it's not healthy and it's toxic. We come from a very toxic culture in the hood, you know what I'm saying, of things that we glorify and of things that we give energy to, right? And we put our energy in a lot of negative places, right? So that leads me to the next segment, which is energy, right? Negativity follows negativity per usual, but so does positivity, right? Now, when you start to protect your energy and you start to be selective with who you surround yourself with and what places you decide to be around and not be around, the energy that people give you, people with good energy, people with common sense, people with a little bit of compassion and grace are going to understand, like, oh, he or she is trying to be better. And maybe I should take a page out of that book. Maybe I should ask them like, hey, like, I see life is going pretty well for you. You got a job, you working, you got a little crib, you got a little money in your pocket, you got your first car. Like, what's going on with you? And you may, you're going to share that information with them. But in the hood mentality, they're not going to champion your success. They're not going to champion you wanting to be better for yourself because they don't want to be better, right? They want you to be drinking, smoking on the block, doing all the low vibrational things that you could think of and not choosing to be productive, right? Now that you want to be productive, now that you want to put your energy into your legacy and into being the best version of yourself, trying to level up at work or maybe build up your resume to pivot to another opportunity, or you just took a real estate course, so now you're just trying to level up on the real estate vibe and now you're meeting people in the real estate. Everything you want to do, and when you got good intentions, the universe is going to reward that. You feel me? So God going to see that and God going to put the pieces in the puzzle. So, I put my energy into this podcasting thing, and next thing you know, I'm meeting different podcasters. Rest in peace, my brother Fridge. God rest his soul, the Year podcast. Shout out to my brothers over there. I definitely got to get that tattoo. I ain't forget about that. Eden, meeting those two is how I ended up at WTF Media Studios. You know what I'm saying? Recorded over 150 episodes here. Feel me? So it's one of those things where, you're going to start to get the resources along the way. You may have an idea turns into a concept, then you're doing it, and next thing you know what I'm saying? You full-fledged in it. You feel me? So don't be afraid to shoot your shot. Put your energy in better places that are more productive, that make you feel good. You know what I mean? And that's one of those things where you have to be okay with living for your decisions for yourself. And I understand that there's a lot of peer pressure with this hood mentality in the hood and all that. You don't want to stick out like a sore thumb. You don't want to be soft. You don't want to be called, yo, he's butt. Yo, he's buns. Yo, he's a burger. Like, all of those things are hard to accept when you're young and you're a teenager. Like, you don't want to be left out, but being left out may be the best thing that ever happened to you. Why? Because you ended up putting yourself in a better position than you would have normally been in. Feel me? Had you been around the same stragglers all day, they still there. Feel me? Like, even where I'm from, like, there's still people around in the same places, different pairs of Jordans on, but they still doing the same thing in life. They just so happen to be 10 to 12 years older now, in their 40s. Feel me? So at the end of the day, whatever you want for yourself, stand on that, protect it, protect your ideas, protect your heart, protect your energy, and keep it moving, man, because at the end of the day, nobody really cares, bro, especially in the streets. Dudes is going to be talking about, I only got cash on me. Like, are you going to send your friend money in prison or not? I'm tired of hearing this fucking I only got cash on Cash App bullshit. Is that your friend or not? Because all I see is free Timmy and Jimmy and all that, and T-shirts and hashtags, and you trying to get likes and clout off that person, but they down right now. You're not helping them, bro. So Sidewalk Zoe got auto pay for his friends locked up. That's facts, and y'all can fact check that. So we gotta tighten this morals and integrity thing up, because it's slipping away. You know what I'm saying? People ain't being real. You feel me?
Savory, tasty, cheesy, oniony, all of the above. One word to describe it: scrumptious. Right? We from the town, so we just gonna say pause first, but it melts in your mouth. You just love it. You know what I'm saying? I wear this shirt to sleep. How much I love 7th Street Burger, man. It's near and dear to my heart. You see the logo? It's near to my heart. That's how we do it, man. Peace.
With all this being said, sometimes you got to see things through, and with this podcast, it's become very therapeutic. And I feel like in the beginning of it, like I was just telling my truth, like, which I still do. But in the midst of telling your truth, you tend to hurt people, your friends, your family, whoever it is that you're talking about, your siblings. And I was just stuck on my truth at the time. So I don't take nothing back, but I also realized that a lot of how I used to talk about my mom always came in like a negative light. Like, you feel me? Like, and I've been a lot more positive about her and towards her. But when it came back to the beginning, like where I was 2018, 2019, and all that, like even before she hurt herself and she got better, she better now. But, you know, we was in a bad space. So I think part of me was like, I'm going to just pop my shit regardless. You feel me? But working at the high school, being around all these kids and these families every day has given me the biggest amount of gratitude towards my mother. And I never wanted for nothing. I was never hungry. My clothes was always clean. My uniform was always ironed. She worked 2 jobs. She ran a household, you feel me? There was always something for us to eat in the fridge. Sunday dinner was always steak, baked potatoes, something grand, something so good where you just eat, shower, go to sleep. We had routine. We had structure. My mother, I did everything every kid did, but I just had boundaries. You feel me? My mother wasn't super strict, but it was just like Monday through Fridays, no company, except for my son Suave. Yeah, you could go across the street to the park, but you got to play on this side where I could see you from out the window. There used to be a basketball court right there where if you're looking out the window, she wouldn't be able to see me. So the rule was I could play in the playground right here, and if I was hooping, I was playing on the side where she could see me. So, you know, seeing how I turned out, you know, you guys see, you know, I'm a good man, you know, a man of morals, high character, integrity, very loving, very serviceable. My mother's a very serviceable woman. I just want to say thank you, mommy. Like from the bottom of my heart, like I see these kids really struggle with parents that aren't invested in them, the parents that are not there or not present. Even though you work 2 jobs, I had everything I needed. You feel me? I had dinner on the stove every day. My clothes was ironed in the morning. You would get up and make us breakfast, you know, egg and potato sandwich with cheese on a roll, fire, you know, and thinking about it, you know what I mean? Like, potatoes take time to boil. So you boiling potatoes in the morning for, I never had school breakfast ever. You know what I'm saying? I went to school, I already ate, you feel me? So it just, man, as an adult, being in the DOE and all of that, man, I'm so thankful for my mother. Like, I don't know I don't know how these kids do it, man. And I'm giving them grace and I'm praying for them and just understanding like it's not easy out there, man. It's super tough, man. And these kids are really going through a lot. They fending for themselves. They really just figuring it all out on their own. And that's not what you're supposed to be doing as a child. You feel me? Like your parents are supposed to be there to guide you and put you on. And you know, and my dad was a workaholic, so you could say I was with my moms all the time. You feel me? And yeah, you know, the grocery shopping stories and parading around New York to find the best deals and all that. That was all to bring the best things for the best price to the home. So I'm super grateful that she went all the way out her way to make sure we always had the best of everything. Oh, well, they got the best fish on Canal Street. She's going to Canal Street to buy the fish to make us kingfish and fish fillet and all of that. You know, you can't eat meatballs during Lent. So, you know, we eating plain pizza on Friday or we eating fish or shrimp or something like that. Every year going to the circus, you know, feel me? Going downtown, going to the circus. The only part that was tough was the train ride from Madison Square Garden all the way to City Island. So that's the 6th train to the last stop and then getting on a bus. So you ate good, but then you got to take the bus to the train back. And that was crazy. But still, man, she went out of her way to make sure every Easter, you know, we enjoyed the circus, went to City Island, had something great to eat. So I know it's kind of easy to harp on the negative and all the pain and the trauma, especially because, you know, our parents fuck a lot of shit up and we got to do the healing. Like, you know, the trauma comes from them and they don't walk back things that they say. They don't do their own healing. And us as adults, we got to seek therapy, counseling, go on to group meetings and all of that to deal with this trauma so that we could be productive citizens, productive, you know, people in other people's lives, good to ourselves, good to our partners, good to our children. So it's tough, man. It is tough because you find yourself having to fix everything that they damaged, you know, and it's not easy thinking like, damn, like, well, this came from you and I learned this from you and I act like this because you did this and, you know, but then it's all of our responsibility to do the healing. But, you know, the trauma is not your fault, but the healing is your responsibility. You know what I'm saying? That's on you. So you're going to be a victor or a victim. You feel me? Like, and with the victim mentality, we're going to blame our parents for the rest of our lives. And I never really blamed my mother, but, you know, I definitely didn't hold back on saying the things that she did wrong. But giving her grace and understanding that maybe she didn't know or she did the best that she could, but working at a high school, and seeing how disinvested parents are and how kids is just winging it every day and have no guidance, no direction, nobody really loving on them and taking care of them. Like, you know, some of my students, the most positive things they hear is from me, you know, telling them to be great every day, you know, hollering at them in the morning, showing them love, buying them pizza after school for their grades, like trying to acknowledge their excellence every day. You feel me? So I just, man, mommy, I love you. I'm thankful for you. I acknowledge all your sacrifices. Thank you for going above and beyond to make sure that me and my siblings were good. We never looked sloppy going to school. We were always well-mannered, well-dressed, you know. We were always able to participate in trips and with scholastic book fairs and whatever it was, you made sure that we was always able to partake in. Maybe I didn't have the fly sneakers, but I had gym sneakers, you feel me? Maybe I didn't have the best dress shoes, but I had dress shoes, you feel me? I could dress for any occasion, whether I'm going to school, whether I'm going to church, whether I'm going to play basketball, or we going out with the family. Presentation and the details was always important to her, you know, that we always look presentable, we always respectful, and we always treat other people with kindness. And I really thank you for all that you've instilled in me, Ma. I love you for that. You know, so in that, man, I'm not going to keep you guys too long. I just really wanted to come here in the summer. You know, summer, it's August, it's pretty much over. But, you know, have fun, be safe, continue to be selective. Not every function is for you. I've been saying that on multiple interviews all summer, episodes. And live for yourself, man, because nobody gives a fuck, man. I'm telling you, like, as a person that is a person of service, and I put myself out there to try to help people. I mean, how do I bother people? Like, what negativity do I bring to anyone's life? So people still gonna have something to say. So, I mean, do you want to be broke and miserable? Because people gonna talk. Or do you want to be rich and happy? Because people still gonna talk. So either way, you're not escaping it. But that's why you might as well stand on what you stand on, live for yourself, do the right thing, and make sure that you're happy. Because your happiness trumps anything in life. You feel me? Speaking of that word, Miss Harris. The only thing I would say, and this is not a political podcast at all, your blackness is going to show in how you already move. So pictures with the hot sauce and the fried chicken and, you know, trying to let us know, like, come on, like, if you got your black card, stand on your black card. But you don't have to try to do these gimmicks of cultural appropriation, where you want to show us you're black. Like, through your energy, through how you move, and everything in your being, we're going to see that. So you don't have to put on this act for us. Because you are us, right? That's what so you can't sell us. Feel me? Like, we're going to be here to support you. Some of us are. I don't know if I am yet. But that's the only thing that I don't want you to go down this rabbit hole of proving your blackness. If you define as a black woman, you are a black woman, stand on that. Feel me? But if you don't, and then you got to do all these little gimmicks to try to sell us, then that's going to be the downfall of everything. I think Judge Joe Brown is wilding too, calling you a Tatiana too. He's a wild boy for that. Try to say you slept your way to the top. He's wilding for that. And you know, you're a grown woman. You know what I'm saying? We not policing no woman's body at all. But he's wilding for that, bro, because I mean, there's like men, we slinging that thing everywhere, pause. And it's like, I mean, you could say the right box could get you in the right office. And, you know, I guess the right thing in your mouth may get you in the right office too. You know, I mean, everybody is doing what they got to do to get where they got to get. You feel me? So Judge Joe Brown, I'm not really jacking this whole she was a thought back in the day and she slept her way to the top. You feel me? Like, and it's tough. You know, that's a black man, you know, talking down on a black woman. You feel me? And so if you don't endorse her, you don't endorse her. But yeah, that's kind of corny to me. You feel me? And I was talking to wifey about it, and she has some points, you know what I'm saying? But the blackness part, you can't sell us. If you for us, we gonna know, we gonna feel that through how you move. And that's that, you feel me? So listen, finish summer school, get your credits, enjoy some of your freedom this summer. Be selective with your peoples and your energies and do the right thing. Don't crash out because people don't care and they're not gonna help you. Go bag groceries at the supermarket. Before all these other opportunities were around, dudes was bagging groceries, and that's an honest job. You never know who's going to see you doing that, and it's going to be like, wow, look at this child, him or her, doing something honest to put a couple dollars in their pocket. Feel me? My mother always tipped that person $5, $10, like when you see the kid bagging the groceries. You feel me? So you never know. You may meet somebody, you know, in aviation or work at the airport, or it may have the next opportunity. But that next opportunity, it will not come to you from doing negative things in the streets, being in the house doing nothing, and hanging out with people doing nothing, and ain't thinking about nothing productive. Feel me? So get yourself out there, get a little job, do a little car wash, figure it out, sell sneakers, I don't know. But turn the bag into another bag and keep doing it over and over. Make sure it's legal, make sure it's positive, make sure you don't go besides yourself, right? And that's it, man. You know, it's Q3. Feel me? The big things coming this year. Shout out to WTF Media Studios. Shout out to Natural Born Brand. Shout out to Phenomenal Reflections, Seeing It Your Way coming to New York this year. Shout out to my partners at Snipes up NYC. Snipes Back to School event. August 22nd, sponsored by New Balance. Watch out for that. Partnering with some great people doing great work in the Bronx. Shout out to the Holmes Experience, doing beautiful things in the Bronx. Shout out to my brother R, as always, doing great things in the creative spaces, you know what I'm saying, making it happen. And yeah, man, just blessed and highly favored, man. You know, so make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment, show some love. It's free. And stay tuned, man. You never know who you're going to see up here. We out. Peace. Peace and love, world. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, support the channel, show your love. You know what I'm saying? We have a great conversation week in and week out. You never know who's coming. You never know what we're going to do. But at the end of the day, it's all about peace and love. So make sure you like, subscribe, comment.